to 501, baby. You know how we get down on the WuPig Podcast. Shout out OD, shout out G Holmes, it's the bad Big Sexy. Woo, yeah, woo, yeah, woo, yeah, woo, yeah, podcast, 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 woo, pig, woo, pig, woo, pig, woo, pig, podcast, football, basketball, whatever you need, podcast, woo, pig, shout out the fans, man, woo, pig, keep the support live, let's get it, podcast, you know we gon' keep it real every time, every single time, podcast, woo, pig, woo, pig, woo.
Yo, welcome back to another episode of the WuPig Podcast, where we talking about everything Arkansas Razorback football and basketball every Monday, Thursday, and Saturday. And the WuPig Podcast, man, we streaming on all major platforms: Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch. We even on Rumble. Make sure you subscribe to us on all platforms. If you enjoy the audio version of our podcast, you can find us anywhere, Apple Podcasts. But guess what? We really rock with Spotify because you can switch between audio and video. Check us out over there as well. And the WuPig Podcast is brought to you by our sponsor, 3M Electric. They are your official sponsor for the WuPig Podcast, serving Northwest Arkansas. They are your trusted commercial and residential electrical contractor. As a SDVOSB, they're dependable and reliable with no job, too big or small. When it comes to your electrical needs, contact 3M Electric at 479-408-9865. Let them know you heard it on the WuPig Podcast. Hey, man, it's the WuPig Podcast, man, we coming to you again with a special guest, man. And today we have the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Charleston Collins, man. How you doing today, bro?
Man, I'm doing amazing.
Awesome, man. Thank you. Let me give you a round of applause real quick. Man, thank you for coming on the show, man. Blessing us with your presence, man. To talk a little bit of football, man, as you prepare for your freshman season there on the Hill. How you feel about being a Razorback?
Man, honestly, I'm excited. Like you just mentioned, me and my guys, they moved in a few days ago, but I'm just now getting on campus. I probably got here right around 9 o'clock this morning, but honestly, I'm just excited, to get here, just start putting the work in, just be able to showcase my talents in front of my people.
Yeah, absolutely, man. We looking forward to seeing it. Now, I usually start off with a softball question, but I'm gonna hit you with a hard question right off the bat. Why Arkansas?
Yeah, that's a good one. It's for a multitude of reasons, One is home state. It's right here at home. It's not too far. It's not too close. But hitting on that not too far part, I feel like the university is far enough for me to stay away from my hometown, and focus and really lock in. But at the same time, it's not too far to where, phone call away, I can drive 2-3 hours and, be there for my family. But on top of that, another thing is I'm honestly just bought into what it is that Coach Pittman is trying to build and what he's been doing. You can't let one down season, deteriorate a whole program and years of building something. So, especially with the addition of Coach Petrino, I'm really excited to see what them guys can put together.
Hey, that's awesome, man. That's good to hear. How was being as talented as you are, how was the recruitment process? Being, so many different coaches trying to get you to come play for them. How was that overall experience with dealing with several different coaches and being pulled in so many different directions?
For a while, like starting at the beginning, it was stressful. It was really stressful, real hectic because, as a 16, 17-year-old teenager, you're not really used to all these things being thrown at you or making this decision or making that decision, which really could dictate the trajectory of the rest of your life, But as I matured throughout the process, and as I learned the in and outs and the up and downs of everything, and really was able to key in on what I find important to myself, and what I want to see in a program, what I want to be a part of. I was able to narrow down my options to a few different schools, and just pick from there.
Who were the number one schools, the top 3 schools that was on your list?
It was LSU, Auburn, Ole Miss, Arkansas, and Georgia.
Okay, all right. So I'm gonna go back to my softball questions, man, because we want to get to know you, man. How was life growing up for you as a kid?
Growing up, it was mostly my mom thing. My mom was my everything, because my father had tragically passed when I was a lot younger. I think I was around 2, 3 years old when he passed due to natural causes. But
Yeah, sorry to hear that, man.
growing up, it was just me and my mom. Well, me, my mom, and my little sister, and then she ended up having 2 more kids, and then 2 more. So with it being 6 of us, we all gapped out though. The oldest with me being 18, and then the youngest being 3, my little brother Peanut. You probably have seen him in some pictures with me or somewhere. I always have him with me because I always want to try to set that standard for him, and expose him to a lot of different things early on in his life. But
Absolutely.
for the most part, growing up, it was pretty smooth. My mom was one of those Miss Make It Happen, regardless of what it takes, regardless of what she got to do. My mom always made it happen, and she was always there for me. So that's why that lady can get the world.
Hey, that's what's up, man. Gotta take care of that. So you the oldest of 6 kids, so you definitely setting the standard for the family right now, man. That's awesome, man. So hey, hopefully the rest of the siblings can, follow in your footsteps, man. So that's a great example, man. What has football meant to you so far in your life, man?
Growing up, football was just a sport. Some for mom to say I can go get out the house, go do something, be active or something like that. But as I grew older and build connection with coaches and build connections with my teammates, and lost a few teammates actually. It grew to have a deeper meaning, and I grew to appreciate it more. At one point, I looked at football like, it's just sport, something to do to pass my time, and eventually grew to an addiction, like a day to day, every day. I gotta get a workout, gotta go eat right, make sure I'm doing the right things, putting the right things in my body. And it turned into a lifestyle, and I've been loving it. I grew to love it. Of course, at first, as a kid, hearing you can't drink pops, hearing you gotta do this, do that, you can't eat this, you can't eat that, stay off of the candy, eat more fruits and vegetables, you would look at somebody like,
Right.
but now, knowing that things like making those habits and building those habits, I'm happy I built them when I was younger, but building those habits, really helped me create the physique that I have today. With me being up here at the university, of course, it's only going to get better, but I like to say that, those small habits that I grew to have really helped my physique and my flexibility and things to today.
What's up, man? That's definitely good habits to have, man. So hopefully that's something you can take with you the rest of your life. So do you plan on being out there on that field as a freshman?
Of course. Of course. That's the goal. That is why I graduated early, to get on campus, learn the playbook, really get into the rotation of things and figure everything out in my positioning and what my purpose would be here. But yeah, that's definitely the plan.
Okay. All right, man. We definitely gonna look forward to seeing you out there. I mean, I'm looking forward to that, man. So, I know I read this, and I don't know how true this is, but I heard that Courtney Crfi is your cousin.
Yeah. Blood.
Did you feel some type of way when he decided to go to Missouri?
Honestly, no, I didn't. I was actually proud of him. Cause like I said, that's my blood cousin. Like we actually grew up together, house from grandma's house in the front yard playing. Um, in a seat, because not everybody has what it takes to make that decision. You have to have a level of maturity and self-respect and self-dignity to make a decision like that, especially knowing all the backlash and things like that that's gonna come with it. So I wasn't happy that he did it because of course I wanted to play with him, but it was a proud moment to see him man up and mature and say, hey, y'all gonna be mad, but this is what decision is best for me and my family. So, I've always tatted my head to him. I still pull and jerk at him here and there. Hey, you can still take your letter back and say you want to go to Arkansas, but for the most part, man, I'm proud of him. You see, I'm smiling just sitting here talking about it, thinking about him. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's good just to see two young brothers, man, do big things, man. If in the same family, coming up together, that's awesome to see, awesome to hear. So no matter where he go to school, man, he winning. So I'm
Yeah.
definitely gonna be checking out some Mizzou games because I want to see what we missed out on. So I'm definitely gonna be
Yeah.
checking him out. So
Now he
uh,
was a big piece. Now I'll tell you that. Now that man can ball. So that's a piece that could have definitely helped us. 'Cause if he can't do nothing else, he can go out there and catch it. He can go out there and catch a football. So
man, that hey. In the world we live in today, you never know. You guys may be playing together at some point in time. So we shall see, man. We shall see.
Courtney, if you see this, if it don't work out, the portal is always open.
So let me ask you this question, man. What part of your game do you feel is something that you can really, really work on?
Um, my pass rush. I like to say that I'm a pretty good pass rusher, but I haven't mastered my craft yet. It's still things for me to learn, and things of that sort, like reaction time, what to do if an O lineman has high hands or low hands, and things of that sort, which is things that I'm really excited and interested to get with Coach Adams with. So just so I can work and develop my game. I wouldn't say run stopping because truth be told, being honest, run stopping just come down to who wanted more. It's not always who's stronger or who's shorter, taller. It's who wanted more. I don't think I can say it on here, but who gonna drop them and say, hey, you not finna beat me, I'm finna hit him, and who wants it more. So honestly, I feel as long as I keep that hunger and that dog in me, I should be a well-rounded player.
And the flip side of that question, what's the best part of your game?
So I'll say my versatility. I play the edge for the most part, but I feel like I can get down there in the three technique and battle with the best of them. And like I said, that just come down to who wanted more. I'm not gonna let you beat me, regardless who you is, what team you on. You're not just finna just cakewalk over me like I'm not right here. So just my versatility. I can drop back in coverage. Prefer not to. I heard in the SEC the wide receivers a little faster than in high school, so I prefer not to. But if it come down to it, I can definitely drop back and drop down in some coverage, play the screens, curl the flats, things of that sort. But most of all, just my versatility. I'm not just a one-trick pony.
Gotcha. Outside of football, who is Charleston Collins? What do you do? What's something that you get into on a regular basis as a young man? What is something that you really love to do?
Oh, one thing I love to do, actually a few things. It'd be the small things. I'd go grab some food and just sit in nature, if that makes sense. Like I just find a nice place somewhere in my city or something like that with some good scenery or something. Just sit and eat. I'll probably chill, just lay out in the grass, watch a movie on my phone or something. Just being outside, being with nature. Another thing I like to do, I be with my siblings a lot. You know, like I mentioned, I got a younger brother. He 3, so my young boy is 3 years old. He look up to me. He mean the world to me. He mean the world to me. I mean the world to him. You can't tell him. I wish I had him right here with me, but it's nothing that you can't tell him something that I can't do. He think I can do everything, so he set a high standard for me. You know, I try to reach up there and achieve it.
That's good. That's good, man. Uh, what's the one thing about football that is the hardest that most fans would never know?
The mental side of it.
Explain that for me. Break that down for me.
So it's a physical side of football, and then it's a mental side of it. So the physical side, of course, you got your big, strong, your fast, your quick, your who got the acceleration and all that. But at the same time, football is a thinking game. It's a strategy game. You don't just go out there, call a play, and say, "Hey, we hope it worked," or "Hey, this player better than him." It's a mental game to it. And as a D lineman, I play a lot of mental games. If you watch my film or whatever the case may be, or see me play a game, you see I'm childish. I'm gonna talk to you, I'm gonna mess with you. After the play, I might come nudge you a little bit, like just whatever it is to get in your head, to throw you off, to get you off your rhythm or whatever the case may be. It's a lot of thought and mental that go into the game of football.
Gotcha. Well, man, I always like to wrap it up with this last question. When the Razorback fans see Charleston Collins out there on the field on Saturday, what can they expect? Who will they see?
A show. You can expect a show. I like to call myself one of the most entertaining football players in the nation. If I don't give you nothing, you gonna get it. You gonna enjoy coming out to watch me, win, lose, or draw. You gonna enjoy it. I'm gonna put on the show every time, every day in, day out. Because you're not paying your hard-earned money for no reason. You're not coming to support us for no reason. You know, you came to watch us win. You came to watch your favorite players ball out. So I just feel like there's something that I have to do. You know, I have to go out there and give my best. You know.
Absolutely. Well, man, we look forward to you, and I'm sure everybody when they see this video, man, they're gonna feel like they know you a little bit better. Man, we definitely appreciate you coming on and kicking it with us. Shout out to Moms Collins, man, for raising a great young man. We wish you nothing but success on the hill, man, and do your thing, bro. We want to see you be great. Thank you for coming on.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you for coming on. Thank you for giving us your time. Hey, salute to you and WuPig.
WuPig.
Yeah, it's the 501, baby. You know how we get down on the WuPig Podcast. Shout out OD, shout out G Holmes, it's the bad. Big sexy. Woo, yeah, woo, yeah.